So, how is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Wings of B. And today we're gonna be visiting the Underworld, I think, yeah, I think it is called Underworld. Something like that, I don't know. Yeah, I think it is the Underworld. In any case, we're gonna be visiting this and see how it goes. Although, judging by, the last minutes of the last stream, this seemed to be like a pain in the ass. So, I really can't make any promises. I'm just gonna try to, do my best, right? But let me do something real quick before we fully dive into this. Something that it's also worth noting is that seems like my internet's not being really stable right now, so I mean it is stable enough so that I can at least stream, but I don't know for how long. Basically, that's the real issue. Oh, and there's this fuckers. Basically, that monster right there, that skeleton, flying skeleton, basically is the one that you need to jump over it and you can hit melee, so you have to deal with, low damage. And also the fact that you need to fully pay attention to it. You can't do anything else. So yeah, that might be a problem when, there is other enemies aside from him, right? That's definitely gonna be a problem. But I mean, in this game everything is a problem, so it's not like it's something new. Also, I don't know why it feels like every time I play this game the frame rate gets worse and worse. Like, how does it happen? That's my biggest question. Like, sometimes it really makes me feel like it is my PC, like the actual problem, but pretty sure it's not, right? I mean, looking at the graphic options, rotation quality, I mean, it's in best. I guess I could lower it, but I shouldn't. Why will I lower the graphic quality in a game like this? Also, the VSync, I used to have it on, but for some reason in the Amethyst fight it completely screwed over my frame rate, even more than right now. And the worst part is that you really can't see anything that you can, clearly, blame for the lack of performance, right? Like this map has none of that, right? I mean, you don't have any heavy particles, you don't have a complex background, you really have nothing that you can say that it's performance heavy, right? Yumi told me that basically the graphic options in this game are pretty bugged. So yeah. Might need to decrease something, I guess. I mean, it's not like it's a game that it looks that good anyway, so it's not like we're playing The Witcher 3 or some game that looks phenomenal, right? Wait, what? What's hitting me? Did that tree hit me twice or what? I don't know. So apparently... Oh, I'm getting... Oh, nice. Actually falling saved me right there. Oh shit. So apparently, normally there will be a checkpoint there and there is a portal there? Oh. I guess it wasn't a portal, it was probably a black hole. Alright, yeah, that's bad. Yeah, a portal, right? A portal. How is it going yummy? Yeah, I've been thinking about decreasing the graphic options, which is pretty sad, right? Because decreasing the graphic options in a game like this makes me feel like I had a potato for a PC. But I don't. So it's like pretty, you know, offensive, right? To actually decrease my quality, my graphical quality options for this game. So, oh, that's what hit me the other time. So this asshole has extended arms. I didn't see it because it was so fast. Probably wouldn't even make it run smoothly. Well, we can always try. I mean, well, we can always try as long as it doesn't make me restart the game. Damn, there is a worst option. The worst option. Alright, show me the worst option. What's so worst about it? Well, there are no particle effects. That's indeed true. Damn, but there are still some frame drops. You might be able to see them. Yeah, like they are so noticeable. There is actual frame drops. So you were right. The V-Sync on? I don't remember. I think. Oh fuck! What? Oh, okay. Yeah, the V-Sync is on. The thing is, it was off at the beginning of the stream, and it also had frame drops, so I turned it off. I turned it on, and it didn't change much either. And as you can see, it didn't change shit. I'm still having a pretty... I mean, I know that I'm probably a little bit too peaky, right? I definitely can still see frame drops. Well, I mean, if we're gonna see frame drops, might as well see it with a good looking game, right? I mean, if they're gonna be there, just might as well have everything activated. The game rules like assholes, yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it seems to be the case. It's pretty weird, because, like, how does it happen? Because if, again, this is something that I already say, but if there was a specific effect, right, like a particle effect, or like, you know, the famous NVIDIA fits, or whatever it's called, you know, the one that makes you have more particles, I will understand, right? The thing is that there's nothing of the sort going on, so I don't get it. And what's even more interesting is that this did not happen on the first screens either. So I don't get what the problem is. In any case, oh, there is this asshole too. It's pretty hard to see the attacks of this. Oh, he basically, okay, interesting. Oh, and you're dead. Get on. So, basically, we learned that those are not indeed portals, they are actual black holes. And as you might know, entering a black hole is pretty much guaranteed death. Not just in this game, in real life, that's also how it works. Although you probably won't... Wait, what? Is that an additional power? Can I even do this? Oh, this is bad. I did not miss that enemy for sure. I wonder if I'm supposed to go there or if I'm supposed to go right. I'm assuming that if you go right, the game is just gonna continue. So I wanna explore that area. Problem is that if I wanna explore that area, I definitely need to do this without getting hit that much. These are obviously my biggest problems, right? Like this enemy right here. The skeleton, I mean, he's annoying and everything, but he's manageable. Hey Deus, how is it going? We're in a pretty mysterious place right now. Although I will say more, you know, dark than mysterious. You know, it's the usual underworld where, you know, everything is dead. And that includes you, by the way. Everything reeks of death. As you can see by this flying skeleton, which is a pretty curious design, right? A flying skeleton. I mean, I wouldn't say it's completely original, but it's still pretty interesting as a concept, right? Oh, damn it. So I can get hit again. Which is gonna be an issue. Did you beat the boss of last time? Yeah, I did. I defeated the boss after pretty much 9 or 10 hours of trying, and you know, obviously not being successful. Am I gonna die? Yes, I am gonna die. Alright, so that means that there is only one way to go, and that's to the left. Well, that's good. I like when there's only one way to go. Don't think hardware exists that can run the game smoothly. It's kinda like I wanna be the guy, right? Like, no matter how good your computer is, that game is gonna eventually crash. I think that game crashed like 10 times on stream. I mean, you can probably just check the playthrough and you will see that that game crashed so much that, yeah. Though it makes sense, right? I mean, it's a pseudo flash game, so it's not like it's out of the question that it will completely crash, right? This one though, this one probably should not. I mean, it doesn't crash, but I mean it shouldn't run bad like this. Also, damn, this enemy is annoying. The game is horrible, having the fixed versions. Well, I mean, I like the game. Like, the game, I feel as a game, it's pretty good, but yeah, it definitely has some, you know, running issues, for sure. Damn it. Also, I mentioned this earlier, but I'm gonna mention it again just in case. If for some reason, you know, I start buffering and stuff, it's because my internet might not be really stable today. So far, I've been able to, you know, properly maintain it, right? Like, it's working. But that's because I'm using a lower bitrate. So it works. And considering that this game doesn't have too much stuff going on the screen, I don't think a low bitrate matters that much anyways. So yeah. But you know, hopefully everything goes alright. Damn, nice. I actually defeated those 3 assholes without getting hit. Whew. Okay. So that's good. I actually got here without getting hit. Problem is that the black holes don't care about that. These black holes. They even absorb bullets, by the way. Pretty interesting mechanic. Even if you try to get the bullet in between, it's gonna get absorbed. Alright. Well, at least it's truthful to how a black hole will, you know, behave, right? Oh, damn. Yeah, and that did a lot of damage. So what the hell is this? Oh, I guess I can pick it up. It looks like a wing, but I guess it's not. Oh, there are more wings. So I guess this is another mechanic that we have yet to find out about. Alright, so I guess we keep going left. Honestly wonder how can you make a game with so few sprites and animation run this horribly. I mean, the thing about game development is that for the most part, people that develop video games have no idea what they are doing, right? When I say no idea what they are doing is that they use libraries or frameworks that basically do everything for them, and honestly there is no reason not to do it that way. Like, you want to do it that way because you want to focus on the game and not the technicalities of the game, right? Problem is that the disadvantage of doing that is that at some point you can have things like memory leaks, unnecessary, you know, consumption of CPU or even memory itself as well. And all these things that you don't care about as a developer, or again, most developers don't care about because it's something that is already being handled by something else, right? So you're not coding the game from the ground up. You're actually using all these tools that basically you press a button and you already have a working model of, you know, a torch, like that one right here, right? It's not like you actually coded everything to render this torch properly. The only thing you did is pretty much drawing the sprites and then telling whatever IDE you're using that it wants it to draw that. How does it draw it? Is it optimal? And all of that is something that the developer doesn't concern about. So yeah. Is really Multimedia Fusion one of those all-in-one game frameworks? I see. Yeah, well, it really doesn't matter which one is, like, which tool it uses or anything like that. Like, you can pretty much use Unreal Engine, right? Like, Unreal Engine even provides you an IDE that is so user-friendly that you don't even need to know about programming, right? So, the thing is, the tool is not really, I think, important in the sense that most of the time you really won't care about the little things, right? About the how everything works performance-wise. If you are, you know, making instances of something unnecessarily, all of that, it doesn't matter. And you could be using Unreal Engine, Unity, Multimedia Fusion, you know, you can be using whatever you want. But at the end of the day, the developer is probably not even gonna care about what's optimal and what's not. And again, I don't feel like that's a bad thing, but you also gotta understand that at some point, like for example in this game, right? You just can't have frame drops on a game like this, right? Like, if this was The Witcher 3 again, that would make sense, because the game has an amazing graphic quality that obviously is hard to run. So if you get frame drops, even if the frame drops are, you know, like the source of the frame drops is something not being optimal enough, even if that was the case, at the very least you can think to yourself, alright, it's not working properly because the game looks amazing, so it's bound to have this kind of things, right? So at the very least you can think that, and the game wouldn't, you know, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Now this game though, I see the frame drops on this game. The first thing I think is, damn, I probably should update my computer. But then, when you actually start figuring out that other people have the same issues as well, that's when you realize, damn, whoever developed this didn't really care that much about performance. And yes, I know the one who developed this is Soul Green, but you know, it's alright though. I mean, it works, I guess. So as long as it works, should be fine, right? I wonder if I should jump. Probably not. Whatever. Okay, definitely not. Whew. I don't know why I didn't die there. So, how do I do this? I know that I'm supposed to use the shed back, but... oh. Yeah, I'm not going for that hard, damn it. Okay, maybe I should go for that hard. Maybe I should. Yeah. Although then again, you really can't blame even, you know, Soul Green, even when the game looks like this and it still has frame drops. There are so many things that you need to know if you want to actually fully understand how your game works, that it's just not viable. And I'm talking about engineer kind of stuff that you need to understand to be able to, you know, fully understand how everything works, and, you know, be able to do a game like this from scratch. And when I say from scratch, I mean from literal, from like nothing at all. So I guess I just can't blame him, even though I want to, but because I know how it feels to basically not know anything about low-level stuff. Because obviously in video games, most of the things that are like that make this thing work are low-level stuff, right? In the same vein, I wouldn't be creative enough to make something like this, yeah. Even though I will have no problems making it. Yeah, it's basically the, you know, the usual problem of you can have anything, I mean everything, right? I mean, if you're good at coding, that's great, but you're probably, you know, maybe you don't have the creative talent to make all these sprites and all of this, or to even think about this, right? Because maybe you can draw it, or you can just tell someone else to draw it, but maybe you're not creative enough to think about it, right? That was a bad idea. Well, I mean, there are no enemies here, so I guess it wasn't that bad of an idea. I don't think if there is another way to pick up that heart and go back up. I think you just need to, you know, do this again. Why did I do that? Well, it worked, but... alright. So now here is a tree. Or here was a tree. So... what? Oh, where did you come from? I did not see him, by the way. Like, at all. Oh, a checkpoint? Okay, I like where this is going. Damn, that was a pretty fast checkpoint. But before I go to whatever that hole is, let me see if I can get something from a... No, probably not. Or maybe, I mean... Might as well check it out, right? I mean, I can get up here. But I probably can't get up there. So I don't think there's gonna be a secret. Yet. I don't think I can go up there either. At all. No, probably not. I'm not even sure if... Oh, this is... Okay. So this was a portal, but it is just a spawn portal. Well, I guess you can count it as a portal. Oh, no. Okay. I see. Well, at least, I mean, the checkpoint is right here, so could be worse. Although, let me see. Oh, that's the heart from before. Let me see if there's something to the left. Aside from, you know, that black hole. That black hole doesn't count. Doesn't look like it. At least to me. Alright, so that means that I just have to defeat these assholes. That's probably not what I'm supposed to do. Especially not with this asshole. 69? Hey, nice damage. Okay. This seems like it's gonna be pretty hard. Mostly because of the skeleton. I mean, the rest of the enemies, I already did waves of these enemies, and for the most part they weren't a problem. I mean, except for when I was just starting playing, so yeah, they were a problem there. Oh, I just realized. So the trees, you can go over them. They are pretty strong overall. Yeah. Oh, and they push you as well. Interesting. Interesting enemies. I don't think that does shit. But okay, one of them is dead. Oh, but I'm dead as well. Alright. I wonder what's the third one. Like, what comes after that? Because I'm pretty sure there's only 3 waves on this thing. Right? I think there are. Okay, you're dead. Problem is that when you start getting burned, you don't stop getting burned. That sucks. That's a pretty big problem for sure. And the black holes are so dangerous. Like, it's, you instantly die just like that. Trying to kill those enemies that spawn fire as soon as they appear, but it's not that easy. I also gotta remember that those skeletons aim at you, like, immediately, right? You gotta be careful about that. I don't think I can predict that enemy's movement. Or maybe I'm dumb enough. That might happen as well. Undead. And it seems that when you're burned, the fire deals more damage. Is that possible? Yeah, this one might take a while to just figure out. Oh, there you are. Oh, that was a shame. I almost got it. So basically killing one of them as fast as I can doesn't seem to be a bad idea. Problem is this one. This first one I thought it had a clear angle, but it doesn't seem like I was right. Let's see. Oh, there is a clear angle. It's just that you have to be in a pretty specific place. Okay. Ah, that was too early. Oh shit. Okay, you're both dead and now what? Ah, fuck. Okay, that combination is pretty deadly. But okay, there doesn't seem to be any other enemy other than the ones that follow you, the skeletons and the fire throwers. So, oh well, and this, you know, this little tree. Should be careful not to get hit by those that throw fire though. I also did it too early again. And again. I'm jumping too early right there. That's fine. I mean, when you have a clear strategy, it's not that big of a deal. Shit. Okay, you're dead. So now I gotta get rid of you. Oh, the good thing is that it's one of the first times that I can actually kill those enemies with the range attack. Because when I used to fight against those enemies, I needed to go melee. Thankfully, that's not the case anymore. Although obviously going melee is faster, but it's way more dangerous as well. Yeah, the third wave is gonna be a problem, because that enemy that follows me, I should kill him as fast as I can. And sometimes doing that is not easy at all. Again. The problem is that I'm trying to pay attention to both enemies, so I lose focus of the skeleton, right? Which is what you don't want to do. I almost fall to the black hole. Oh, Din, we have Mage. How is it going with the raid? How is it going, buddy? How was the stream? I saw that yesterday you were playing PUBG, so I'm curious what you were playing today. Whoopsie. Damn. PUBG is an interesting game. I remember when it released quite some time ago. I remember seeing a lot of streamers play it. And it was fun. I mean, at least seeing them. I don't think it will be fun to play though, but you know, it's fun to watch. Bunch of stuff today. Got to the last boss of the fun I've been stuck on. Also been doing PUBG, DDP and some Cube World. Nice. Yeah, basically not so much happened in my stream though. I mean, I beat the boss that I struggled so much with, which I guess that's good enough, but yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that happened. That's really the only thing. And you know, normally I will be really hype about it if it wasn't for the fact that it literally took like 9 hours to do. So it's like, you know, yeah, I got the kill, but what was the cost, right? And the cost was pretty high. And I think that like the most discouraging thing is the fact that obviously that's not even the hardest thing that we're gonna encounter, right? So knowing that, it's kind of like I lost a little bit of hope, because I know that that boss is not even close to the hardest one. And not even speaking about bosses, right? It's not even the hardest part in the game, because I'm pretty sure there's gonna be sections are gonna be harder than that boss. So taking that into account, it's kind of discouraging, I gotta say, especially since I'm not even halfway through the game, right? I think that's what made it more discouraging, but that's fine. I mean, one step at a time, I guess. I mean, Rome wasn't built in one day or something like that. That's such an unfortunate spawn. But yeah. And now apparently I'm in the underworld, which is apparently the world under, or world, or something like that. Seems a little bit dark. Oh wow, I just fall there. I just fell there. Just like that. Nice. Pretty nice. Damn it. I have to be a little bit here, right? Yeah, right there. That's fine. I can get hit once by the tree. I mean, 23 damage isn't even that bad. Wow, I got fucked right there. I guess 23 damage from the first wave isn't that bad. Though, you know, 60 is really that bad. That's fine. So basically this is the first portal zone that we have since pretty much the beginning of the game, right? I mean the first area, not the literal beginning, but pretty cool. Was kinda missing this, you know, this kind of battles. A little bit, not that much though. At least the save is next to the portal this time, yeah. The problem is that unless I get a power up or something, the only way back is by going down and doing all that shit again. Which will be bad. Though I hope that whatever power up I need to get, I get it right now. That will be pretty cool. Will save me a lot of trouble too. See, otherwise there is no way to go up. I think the power-up, I mean, judging from what I've seen before getting here, the power-up seems to be something a little bit similar to like a triple sham that you can recharge or something like that. I'm not sure, maybe, probably not, but something along those lines, like something that lets you reach higher at least. That's what I'm sure of. I'm not exactly sure how. It's definitely something that has to do with reaching higher. Or I guess farther. Well, it's kind of like the same in this situation, right? Oh, nice, you're dead. Problem is this part right here. This part right here is kicking my ass. Maybe I should stand on the same place that I stand right here, just so I let this enemy surround me and not damage me. Again, I probably should do that, though I have to be prepared for it. Nice. Damn, nice accuracy. Alright. Well, it seems like it kinda works. Yeah. I got too pressured by the one that throw fireballs, but that's pretty much the strategy. Now I only need to you know, do it, right? But yeah, that's pretty much the plan. That might be bad. That's actually, yeah, that is bad. I don't think there's any way I can do the last wave without getting hit. Although we can try. Well, if I hadn't got hit by that enemy, maybe we could have done it. But yeah. It's fine, it's not a hard portal at all. It's just a little bit, you know, tricky, I guess you can call it. But nothing that hard. Oh, I'm one hit away. Nice. That also works. Oh, that's right, I can't stand in the middle. If I stand in the middle, it's pretty much an instant hit from that douchebag skeleton. I really wonder what that skeleton is supposed to be, right? Although I guess in a game that has demons, it can be the skeleton of a demon. And if that's the case, I guess trying to figure out what that was, it's a little bit useless, right? Nice. Oh, and we got a power-up here. And a checkpoint. Oh, I like the checkpoint. You are now able to collect wings of power to transform your nest flutter into a powerful dash. The dash can be aimed in 8 directions. I almost say 4. Well, and we got the checkpoint right here. Interesting. So that's what it does. So the flutter turns into a dash. I don't know, what's the purpose of this checkpoint though? Like, I'm pretty sure... You know what, that's fine, I'm not complaining about checkpoints. You can give me how many... as much as you would like. Wow. That was pretty lucky. Okay, let's try that again. Wow. I'm surprised. In myself, that is. So the next one is... Wait, what do you mean the next one is a... Oh! But you say that it could be aimed in 8 directions. Or did I misunderstood? It can be aimed in 8 directions, but I'm trying to go up and it's not working. Did I miss something? It said 8 directions, right? Am I doing something wrong? Or is up not considered a direction? Like, so I have this, which is great, but say that flutter gives me a dash, but oh, I guess it's a flutter that starts from the ground, right? Maybe something like that. It will make sense. But I'm pressing up. Like, I'm pressing up and flutter and it's not working. Am I doing something wrong? Can be aimed in 8 directions. Okay, it works there. Okay, I don't know why it didn't work before. Or maybe you have to really press them together. Or maybe I'm just dumb, I don't know. But apparently it's a dash. Yeah, see, like, sometimes it doesn't work. What am I doing wrong? Like, am I doing something wrong? Or did I misunderstand the way to do it? Because... oh, maybe it has to be instantaneous? Like, as soon as you pick it up? Like... when it says your next flutter, it means your next flutter in the next second. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, looks like that. So unless I use it immediately, it doesn't seem to work. Though sometimes I feel like I'm going up, but it's not going up. Can land. Okay. I wonder if I can go somewhere else though. So you can land. I'm not sure if that's the... oh. It's a little bit weird, the way it works. Oh shit. Someone is pissed, but before I do that... also no, I'm not sure if it's that you can land, cause... oh, well, probably not there, but... like... see, for example, there I landed and I used it, so I don't think that's the... maybe you just need to use it fast. I want to get this one... oh, fuck. It's been a while, I don't think I had trouble using it. Yeah, maybe I'm just a dumbass, who knows. Although, isn't that place the same that I came from? Maybe. Nah, I don't think I can do that. I mean, I can use the dash there. Oh, okay. So you're gonna make me use this, right? Fuck. Feels like a pretty interesting mechanic that I don't fully understand, but I'm sure I will be able to understand a little more. Yeah, right, like basically it seems like you can only use this thing if you do it fast. Like it's about time. So if you pick it up and you take a long time, you can use it. So for example here, right? I take a long time, I can't use it. But if I do this, I can use it because I did it really fast. I'm not sure if that's a good thing, honestly. Doesn't feel like... Oh, fuck. How do I do that? Maybe I should go from below. I also gotta remember how many jumps I have. Oh, I should... Let's try to... yeah. Get this asshole here. I'm not exactly sure why they went for that, right? Like... It doesn't really strikes me as intuitive or anything, right? But, you know, that's fine. I feel like... Well, I mean, obviously, if you could hold it for as long as you could, it will be pretty broken, because you could use it whenever you like, but... Still a little bit weird. I probably should do that, use it, and then jump. So I know that there's something there. Get fucked. I fucked up again. You're not supposed to jump there. If you jump, it's pretty much useless. Although, I guess that using the direction, sometimes it can get a little bit hard to get the direction you want. Oh, I can use the flutter after that. So that means that that should do the trick. Nice. So what now? Is this flutter into double jump? Well, if it was flutter, I'm supposed to, you know, let it, you know, try to get a little bit lower than the black hole. Interesting. Again, I'm not exactly sure if this is how I would have done this mechanic, but sure, why not? I shouldn't have done that. I feel like the worst part about this mechanic is the fact that it's a little bit hard to aim. I know that you might be like, oh, you just need to press a direction, it's not that hard. But it feels a lot harder than it should be, I feel. Like, sometimes I'm aiming diagonally and this thing aims horizontally, right? Maybe it's a little bit more strict than the usual input. Or maybe it's the fact that I'm not used to it. That can also happen. Maybe I should do a jump instead of flutter right there. Maybe that will be a better idea. I assume. I don't know. See, that was a diagonal. Oh, fuck. Nice. I really wonder if I'm supposed to do a jump or a flutter right there. Damn, that grabbed me? Alright, so it seems that it has to be a flutter. Although before doing anything, I think I should kill that asshole before it appears. Ah, damn it. If there's something that I really don't like is when an enemy hits me in midair. Because it basically makes whatever jump you're trying to do impossible. Yeah, I don't think there's anything up there, so you just need to get past this. Oh, I fucked up, but that was pretty much the way. You're supposed to do a full jump after the first two portals and then another jump to get to the platform. That shouldn't be hard. So I guess I'm gonna get it in a couple attempts. Damn, are you kidding me? Why am I getting hit by that now? Nice. Okay. Gotcha. Too late. I should have jumped earlier. I think the problem there is if you fly too low, that thing can actually get you. Yeah, you're supposed to go a little bit higher than that. Come on. Where are you? There you are. Those black holes have a pretty big event horizon, huh? That's fine. I mean, the secret is right there, so at least we know that that's exactly what we want to do. Like, the motivation is right there. Problem is that these little assholes are making it hard for me to get it. To get my prize. I wonder what it is. Damn it. Can you stop hitting me, please? Not high enough. Damn it. Not high enough. Also, that looked hard. Like, what I'm supposed to do in that checkpoint looks hard. Especially because it uses this mechanic. I still haven't fully mastered it. That thing really has a pretty big absorption area, huh? Wow. Maybe when because the black holes sometimes are more transparent than others. So maybe when they are less transparent, it means that they're event horizon is bigger? Probably not, but... So the sham has to be earlier. Because every time I'm getting killed by that specific black hole right there. So the sham has to be a lot earlier. Well, I don't know if a lot, but it definitely has to be earlier. Problem is that if I do it earlier, I really feel like I'm gonna get hit by the previous one, right? Damn, 90 points of damage. The problem is that I feel like I don't have enough hate to do that jump. Like, I feel like I'm definitely not high enough for that. Maybe I'm wrong. It really feels like I'm not high enough. Maybe I'm supposed to do a jump first. I think I tried that and it didn't work. Nice. Right? Because if I do it too early, that happens, but if I do it too late, I don't think you can do a jump there. Pretty sure you're supposed to use flutter and then do the jumps. I don't think I can jump high enough. I really don't. Problem is that I don't wanna get stuck on this secret. Because I'm pretty sure it's just gonna be some shitty cosmetic that I'm not even gonna use. Or at least, I mean, it's not like I want it to be shitty, but I don't really expect anything mind-blowing. Can I even get over that with a single jump? Problem is that if I obviously use a double jump, like fast enough, I can get to the platform. It's worth. Alright. I'll take your word for it. Oh. I really gotta say that I don't like this mechanic. And the problem is that it seems like there's gonna be a lot of this mechanic. Coming soon. Aw, damn it. Why did I get hit by the damn spikes? That's a very hard jump to do, holy shit. That's bullshit. Like, I'm feeling like I'm getting really far from the black hole, but it still absorbs me. Oh fuck, I didn't have that. That's fine. It's too early to get salty. Let's try to save the salt for later. Especially if it's just a secret. We shouldn't get salty for a secret. There we go, finally. Okay, what the hell is this? Oh, Boshi? Oh, it's a companion? Let's go. Yeah, it's Boshi time. Damn, I guess it's Boshi time. Alright, I'm definitely getting that. I'm sorry, Bunny, but I mean, it's Boshi, dude. It even has the effect and everything. Damn. Have a Boshi running behind me. Now that's something. Yeah, I can definitely understand when you say that it was worth it. It definitely was. Why will I want to save here, by the way? I mean, I'm gonna do it just in case, but there's no reason for me to save there when I could choose return. Oh fuck. Yeah, it's bullshit time, I know, right? Okay, so now for the actual fucked up platforming section that we gotta do. And it has the sound effects every time you die. That's pretty cool. We're gonna be hearing them a lot, by the way. Oh, I'm probably supposed to use Flutter there. Although it might be a bad idea when we have sections that we're gonna be dying a lot. It might be a problem. Especially it's Boshi time. But that's fine. It's not a hard jump, it's just that. Oh, I'm forgetting to use... I'm definitely forgetting to use the Flutter. I'm trying to jump, which is useless because I already goated the two jumps. Worth for collection, not for use. I see. Is there something up here? Or is this a Shibate? Okay, it's probably a Shibate, so I'm not gonna bother with that. I don't think you can even... Yeah, I don't think you can get that. Oh, you were... Damn, and it killed me. The fire actually killed me, wow. Yeah, damn it indeed. Also, I've been thinking that it's maybe time to change this outfit, right? Because it seems like I'm not really gonna get anything human, right? Other than what I got right now. Like, that's the most human that she can probably look. So maybe we should go for a different look. I don't know. I mean, I don't dislike this look. It's just that, you know, we can mix things up a little bit, right? Oh, I went horizontal. Yeah. I don't really get why this jump is so hard for me. It's not even a hard jump. Oh fuck. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Oh, and this is bad. Oh, you're dead. Wait. How am I not dead? Do I literally have 1 point of health left? Okay. So you're pretty much supposed to use this. How is the question? With a double jump? I don't think I can do that with a double jump. Like, how do I pick? Maybe I'm supposed to flutter there. Like, do something like that. Yeah, exactly. It's just like that. Alright. What's this? Firehead? So I was told I was a bit of a hothead. Is that an effect? Oh, it's a head. Why would I want to have my head on fire? Damn, I thought it was gonna look a little bit more mystic, but it literally looks like my head is about to burn out. That's a pretty weird. Why will you have this? Or a more important question is, why wouldn't it be an effect? Like, why would you want to have these two things at the same time? Well, I guess the effects, you can have them at the same time as well. Interesting. In any case, I should probably change my look at some point. I don't think I can go up there, and I also don't think there's anything useful up here. Doesn't look like it, at least. And so normally, oh fuck. Normally there will be a checkpoint there. Yeah, it seems like using Bosch is gonna be a problem in a game like this. Because even if I also had to listen to this while I was playing Boshi, it seems like in this game it's a little bit more insulting, right? To die listening to that. Oh, damn it. Damn it. This has been so hard for no reason. That's gonna hurt. Damn, 40 points of damage. It's insane how much damage getting burned does. Am I supposed to do... Not that. Although I guess I'm supposed to do flutter into dash. That's what it looks like, at least. least I didn't get burned. There's that. Oh, I forgot about you. This asshole is also gonna be a problem. Okay, get fucked. So let's see. I tried to flutter. I guess I did it too late. It's Bushi time. Although, you know the reason why I don't really want to change the outfit that much? Because you don't have too many skins. So you either have to use this or this. And if I'm gonna use this skin, I want to use... you know, the thing that makes her look like a human, right? It's pretty weird that we haven't unlocked any other skin. Oh, you meant Ward 4 collection? Yeah, I guess you are right. Well, if I'm gonna change him, might as well change everything else, right? Yeah, 10 minutes later, I know, right? The problem is, I don't know which equipment should I use. I don't like this because of the sparks. Like, it kind of feels defective. This looks way too big. I mean, this one... If it literally didn't look like I was setting my head on fire, it wouldn't be a problem. Flower... What about the horns? It's gonna be pretty weird though to see something different, right? Problem is that I don't like how most of these things look. That's my real problem here. I just don't like how they look. You know what, let's keep the fire head, why not? And a tail? But it's like, I can't combine things like this, it just looks bad. Especially with that. Yeah, no, let's not do that. I don't know, dude, it just looks like a mess. In all honesty, I feel like if I don't use my... Yeah, I guess I'm just going with my usual equipment. I mean, there's also this. Well, I guess the scarf looks good. I guess I could try the scarf sometime. But nah. I guess I'm gonna keep this for now. I also should probably take Bushi out. Especially because of the sound effects. Damn. I don't know, I feel like no matter what combination I use, it doesn't look that good. Maybe I need more skins. Once I get more skins, it might not be that bad. But so far, it doesn't feel like it looks that good. I'm forgetting to flutter before that. If anyone has any combination in mind for the outfit, I will appreciate it. I mean, as long as you are telling me something that I have unlocked. Because things that I haven't unlocked, well, obviously it wouldn't be possible, right? But yeah. Timid. Oh, that's gonna suck. And I'm burned as well. Why was there fire there? Maybe he shot a projectile that I didn't see. Maybe. Although I have a question. Can I go through the... Okay, you can't. Doesn't matter how fast you are, you won't get past a black hole. Pretty good metaphor. I'm not an astrologist or whatever the discipline is, right? But apparently, as soon as you enter the event horizon of a black hole, you can get out of it. So it makes sense, right? Like, no matter what you try to do, you're stuck there until you die. Yeah, I don't know how it's said. I don't know if it's astrologist or astronomist. It's one of those. That's what I know. Wow, that was not enough. Interesting. I really don't get it. What's the difference between an... Oh, it's astronomist? So what's an astrologist in that case? Like, what's the difference? Damn it. People who predict the future using stars. Damn, that's a pretty big difference. And other astronomy stuff, I see. Well, interesting. Didn't know that. So basically the people that use the tarot cards are astronomists. Although I don't know if tarot cards have some relation to using the stars to predict. I don't know. I mean, just like with any sort of prediction, it's pretty much like, you know, the same shady stuff, right? It doesn't matter if you use card or if you use the stars, it's just as shady. And when I say shady, I mean bullshit. I just didn't want to sound rude, but whatever. Whew, I got it. Oh, the zodiac things, huh? Signs, I guess. Oh, fuck this guy. I did not miss you. Let me tell you that. Oh, he has a black hole, so you can kill him. Damn, what a... And what am I supposed to do then? Probably... And let's try to analyze the situation here. Oh, damn it. That seems like an interesting section that I don't know how to beat, by the way. The good thing is that that section is not hard. But this one... How the fuck do I do this one? I mean, I kinda understand. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to drop jump. But when I land there, well, I guess I'm supposed to drop jump again. Damn, he delayed the shot, what an asshole. He delayed the shot just enough for me to get fucked. So I guess I'm supposed to ignore him. Because if I land right where he's standing, I'm getting killed. So I'm probably supposed to ignore him by dropping, double jumping, and then getting to that platform above the spikes. At least that's what makes sense to me. Get fucked. Too low. Damn it. Those spikes are a pain in the ass. Alright, can you come close so I can fuck you up, or are you gonna keep ducking me? There you are. Nice. Oh, too low again. Damn it. Although, speaking of black holes, it's pretty interesting the fact that, like, how the fuck do astrologists know that the event horizon basically has a gravity that no matter how fast you are will always push you to the center? Like, how the fuck do they even know that? I know that it's all theory and stuff, but like, basically once you enter the event horizon of a black hole, you're dead. But how the fuck do they know? Do they even know that, right? That's what I don't get it. I mean, I know that, again, it's something that is all theory, right? But it feels a little bit fucked up to think that the gravity of a black hole, as far as I know, is infinite, right? Or something like that. I know that something about the black hole is infinite. I don't remember what. I think it was the gravity. I don't remember. And that's the other thing. How the hell can that be infinite? Oh wow. I probably should study that up instead of, you know, asking, but I don't know. Feels like pretty crazy to think that something that exists has an infinite attribute, right? I fucked up. Or not. Maybe not. Oh, you have to be shitting me. Oh, you are shitting me. So I have to kill both of you just so that can open. Wow. Interesting concept. Oh, you hit me? Didn't it? Oh, and I got hit by the fire. That ain't good. And that's even worse. You know, at least the good thing is that in that section with the falling platforms and all of that, there is no wings like that allow you to dash. So there shouldn't be any hard bullshit like that. At least I hope. Oh, I got burned. I still don't know how, after all these tries, I'm still trying to double jump at the end of that. Like, it makes no sense. I know I can't double jump, so why do I even try? Oh, that sucks. Like, if you get burned, it's pretty much... like, the run is pretty much over. Okay. Oh, I did not see you. Oh, I thought that was too low. Thankfully, it was not. Why is he delaying that shot? Like, it feels like sometimes he doesn't. He shoots as soon as he sees me, but it feels like he's delaying his shots now. Not far enough? Alright. Oh, that hit me. What a disgrace. Feels like when that hits you, it really is over. Because you gotta hold those 40 points of damage. I don't think... Like, is there any way to avoid the getting burned like that? Like, can you spam something to make the fire go away? Because it doesn't feel like you can. go. You have to wait for him to shoot. So that basically means that the timing has to be there. Okay, you're both dead, get fucked. And now what? I'm not even gonna try to search for secrets there. What the no checkpoint still. Like, you can't be serious. There is no checkpoint yet. Yeah, like, why will you give me no checkpoint here? You know what's the worst part? We already had another one of this, right? Like, another one of the mortal mode checkpoints. So why wouldn't you give me a checkpoint here? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do against those fogs right there. See, and that doesn't even look easy at all. So they kill you as suspected, but how do those enemies even work? Well, I don't know how those enemies work. What I do know is that this checkpoint is complete horseshit. So damn, is this... See, like, right there you have a mortal mode checkpoint. So, like, why wouldn't you give me a checkpoint in demon mode? I really have to maintain my theory that whoever thought about demon mode did not test it at all. Like, it feels like the game was tested for mortal mode and that's it. And for demon mode, they just were like, oh, you know, let's make it a little bit harder, and no one tested it, right? They were like, oh, let's remove this checkpoint, yeah, this one here and this one there. And then they leave it like that, no one was there to test it. Because holy shit, why wouldn't you give me a checkpoint right there? It's not like this section is that easy. And even if it was easy, I'm pretty sure the following section is not. I mean, to the point where I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. Oh, fuck. Limit. No, not yet. Has to be right there. I mean, obviously the hardest part is this section with these two fucks. And no healing, by the way, either. So I will actually need your help here, Yami, because this is just too much. Like, what I need here is to know at least what those enemies that float in the following section do. Like, those purple guys, like, what are you supposed to do there? Because I don't want to take attempts to, you know, to just figure out what I'm supposed to do, right? Like, I want my attempts to, yeah, the floating ones, like the ones that are purple in that section, they just chill, you can kill them. They just chill, but how the hell do I get to the other side? Maybe I have enough jumps to do it, but it didn't feel like I did. This is all a little bit weird, if you ask me. This section is so hard. So that means that the only reason that I should worry about those is so they don't block my way. That means that they don't have any saying on the platform. Like the platforming is gonna be the same. It's just that I need to get rid of them. Okay. Yeah, their purpose seems to be just blocking me. Alright, thanks. That means that, well, at least I can try to figure something out in, like, the next time I get there. Oh, you piece of shit, I'm dead. Low HP? Well, I will expect them to have low HP. Because if they don't have low HP... I mean, I don't think I'm beating this section at all. I mean, I already am pretty doubtful that I can beat this section. If they don't have low HP, yeah, there's no chance. And the fact that you have to wait in this section to kill both these enemies is also pretty fucked up. Because it makes you waste a lot of time. And I fucked up. Oh, damn it. Why does this asshole sometimes bounce the fireball faster and sometimes it does it slower? What a shithead. So this is gonna be our new section where we're gonna be stuck 3 hours trying to beat this, right? Is this how it's gonna be? Because that's how it feels like it's gonna be. I don't know about you, but that's exactly how I feel that it's gonna be. Damn. If only demon mode wasn't bullshit. If only. It seems like that's too much to ask. Like, I don't mind having enemies that have this HP and harder bosses, right? But I feel like having less checkpoints, it's a little bit too much. Especially if you're gonna have them like this. That's just evil. That's just entirely evil. Oh, come on. Oh, damn it. I feel like after saying a section like this, I'm just gonna, you know, end the stream. Because something like this feels like it's better to leave for the next stream. Especially because I'm also a little bit tired today, so this wouldn't do good. But I guess I can keep trying a little bit more at least. Yeah, these kind of things are really demotivational. Like, these kind of things really make me want to just stop playing the game at all. I know that when you beat this Yami, you already beat the game on Mortal, so you had an idea on how to do it, but this is just too much. Oh, of course you had to spawn right there. I mean, even the game recognizes that the following section after, you know, all of this is hard because it gives you an eye to look around. That's the fucked up part. Like, the game knows the section is hard. This difficulty is horrible. Well, here's the thing. I don't mind the bosses and the enemies being harder. But these checkpoints are just bad. It's not just the fact that they are hard, they are bad. Like, they are bad design-wise. I mean, it obviously makes the game harder, but not... Like, it's just... unnecessarily hard. Maybe it really was a mistake to pick Demon Mode. The problem is that right now it's too late. Like, if I don't play Demon Mode, I'm not gonna, you know, start over on Mortal Mode. I'm just not gonna do that. So I guess I regret picking Demon Mode. Why do you delay your shots so much? I don't get it. Like, it feels like it's completely random even though I know that it's not random. Which is the fucked up part. You can already tell how hard it's gonna be just by the fact that I can't even get back to where I was. So, not only that part is probably gonna be incredibly hard, but if I can even get there in the first place, it's like every attempt that I do on that section has to be not without beating all of this again. It's just too much, dude. Why am I even shooting this guy? At least he actually cooperated. And this section is just out of this world. I mean, when I beat it, I was like, damn, finally, right? Well, turns out you have to do that every time you want to try the later section. Unbelievable. The fuck were you thinking when you did this checkpoint? Well, I don't even think I should ask what were they thinking. It's more like what were they smoking. So I know that they weren't thinking too straight. Did I really get burned there? Yeah, and having to play the waiting game with these enemies is even worse. That's what definitely makes it even worse than it already is. You took a long time to do that. You're still alive? What an asshole. What a fucking asshole. Hey Riemann, how is it going? As you can tell, I'm having problems with a section that is probably even more bullshit than the previous one that had the bugs and the rock throwers. Like, I already knew that that was possible, but I did not expect that to be soon enough. But yeah, I guess it is gonna be soon enough. Which is quite a shame. Play some Shin Megami Tensei, punch Sain to the face. Well, I wish I could punch the one that thought that this checkpoint was a good idea to the face. That will feel good. I'm just kidding, I'm not that aggressive. I wouldn't punch someone in the face for that. But it really feels like it's just too much. You... See, this is the kind of thing that makes me wanna play something else. It's not the fact that it's hard. It's the fact that you have to repeat so many unnecessary parts that I just don't feel like repeating over and over for no reason, right? Like, we already know that I can do this section, or this part, I guess, of the section. Why do I have to do it again and again? And the problem is, the more that I get tired of the section, the worse I perform. So a lot of times I'm getting killed by things that I shouldn't get killed against, right? Like, that's the problem. Can debuff enemies? Nice. I also wish that was something that you could do here, but nope, you also cannot do that here. Of course, you had to appear right in front of me. Right in front of me. Ah, damn it. He definitely did not want this stream to be another one of the salty streams, right? So I don't like doing salty streams, but you miss any stuff? Yeah, you missed this. Like, I basically got a secret with this. So yeah, that's the most important thing that you miss, I guess. And the funny thing about this companion, well, you're about to find out in just a couple of seconds. So I don't think I'm gonna be alive for too long. As you can see, yeah, it's Boshi time. And also, listen, you even have the curses from Boshi as well. Which is pretty cool if I wasn't so incredibly salty right now. But that's the reason why I'm not using him. I'm so salty that using this is just gonna increase my salt a lot. So instead I'm just, you know... No, I didn't mean options, you piece of shit. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm not gonna use it. As much as I do want to use it, it's just gonna make me more salty, and I don't want to. I think I'm salty enough as I am. Oh, damn, yeah, I saw those couple of frame drops. That's fine, it was just a couple of frame drops. Don't worry about it. Why did that spawn so fast? Is that... Are those fire pillars RNG? Because sometimes it feels like they last, like they take a lot longer to appear than other, right? Hey Tusk, how is it going? I'm not doing good. I'm really salty, so I'm sorry if I feel salty, but I'm salty. I'm really salty, in fact. In fact, so salty. Oh, and my internet it's fucking up at the same time. So to make it even more salty, right? As if it wasn't salty enough, my internet comes in and it's like, you know, I can give you more salt that I did not ask for, by the way, but yeah. This is just not going well. Alright, let's do it like this, right? If the connection keeps fucking up like this, I'm ending the stream for today. Because, I mean, combining being salty at the game with the fact that the internet is doing this, yeah, I'm not going through that. So, yeah. Let's just do that. But, you know, even if I do leave this section for the next stream, it feels like it's a section that you can't you really can't do much about. Okay, well, at least I could get here again. Wait. Oh, I couldn't see that. Is there an enemy throwing? Probably not. I don't know. I didn't see. So, you might ask, why am I so salty, right? And the reason is that all that I just did is basically pointless. Because right here, you have to do all of this that you see right here with no checkpoint at all. So basically you have to do all of this in one try. That's why I'm so salty right now. So yeah. Oh, and I forgot that shithead was there in the first place. Yeah. And again, my internet is also joining the team to make me salty, so that doesn't help either. Nice. That was pretty good. Holy shit. Well, I didn't see it again, but that's fine. So this is a bad tree. Damn it, I got hit a lot more times than I wish I had. So basically this section... Oh, you have a platform there. This is still incredibly hard. So apparently those enemies that you see floating right there, they don't do anything but they block your path. So you are supposed to hit them before you pass, right? So you're supposed to pick that wing, dash, hit one of these, probably do a double jump into a flutter, into a dash, land on that platform, jump again, and let me see the end again. Like basically right there at the end. Once you're on that platform, you jump to the right wing. I don't know, dude. You can do it. Yeah, thanks for the kind words, but I don't know. You're probably supposed to do the dash before you, like, you're probably supposed to dash, attack, and then double jump to get into the other feather, right? Do it. Hey, you can say that word here, and that's sadly not a joke. You can use that. Like if you use that word, I should have to, you know. Anyways, whatever. I'm just kidding. He's talking about the F word that I use, not the other F word, right? You're talking about that one, right? You're not talking about the other one. The one that Twitch doesn't like, right? Fool? Yeah, exactly. We don't say that word here. We don't say fool. I know, right? You don't say that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that word. That word, you don't use it. I mean, I joke about it, but It's so fucked up that you can. I mean, yes, I understand that it's an offensive word, right? But like, I probably shouldn't argue that, because even arguing that can get me banned. I mean, after all, Twitch is not a free speech platform, so you definitely don't want to screw up. So I'm just not even gonna discuss it. I really don't want to get into trouble for something as stupid as that. I mean, if Twitch can ban you for saying a word that is close to an offensive word, I'm pretty sure they will pretty much obliterate me if I try to argue why I should be able to say one word, right? So, yeah, I'm just not gonna argue about that. And let's just, you know, say that Twitch is the best and everything, just so that, you know, we don't get into trouble, right? Oh, wow. I needed the flutter there. Yeah. So, it really feels like this is gonna be my last section in the game. Because I really don't think I'm beating this one. But you know, I'm still gonna try. I'm obviously gonna try. So, you know, there is that. But yeah, it really is an absurdly hard section. Yeah, that's also an absurdly hard to pronounce word. And you have this enemy right here that doesn't give a shit about timing. Timid. Okay. Really? These enemies are so hard to dodge as well. I really don't understand why you wouldn't put a checkpoint there. Like right after that section. Just don't get it. Will you even do that? And it will also be really useful, you know, those enemies that float on that section that has the eye that lets you see the whole section. It will be useful to know how many hits they can withstand. It really will be useful. And I got and killed as well. That's the perfect pack. The whole pack. It also would help if the music wasn't so trash. That would also help a lot. But you know, I guess that's also a lot to ask. One or two hits, huh? Well, if it's 2 hits, I guess I should preemptively shot, right? If I preemptively shot, that should work, probably. Well, that's something good though, that I have enough shots. Like I have the range shot to deal with that. Oh, you. Okay. If you melee them, you insta-kill them. Yeah, but if I get to the point where I need to melee them, I'm probably gonna die. I mean, let's not forget that I'm in midair, right? So if I'm in midair, I'm pretty sure that if I stop to hit them, I'm just gonna die. Damn it. Oh, and I'm 1 hit away from dying right here. Maybe, but the problem is that he takes such a big amount of hits that it's probably not gonna be worth it. And maybe I could kill the fireball thrower and then fight the flying enemy right there. But I'm pretty sure he's gonna take so long to die that it's not even gonna be worth it. Right? At least that's what I assume. And timing those fireballs seems to be a lot harder than I initially expected. And of course I get stuck. Damn, yeah, the internet seems to be going to the dumpster right now. So I should probably end this right now. Doesn't seem like it's holding its own really well at all. It doesn't seem like it's holding its own really well at all. Can't believe this. Like, to top it off, it also does that. It also has to do that. Why not? Okay. This really has to be the most stressing playthrough I've done for a long time, right? Because even with how bullshit Not Another Needle game is, at least, you know... Actually, no, never mind, that game is bullshit as well. Then okay, let me decrease the bitrate because this doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Yeah, let's go for 2000. Let's make it look like shit. Why not? Why not? Another tip which sounds obvious but might not be immediately obvious for part of the segment: if you dash into them, you die. Okay. Okay. Wait, you choose straight up die, or do you choose get hit? I'm assuming you get hit, right? Although it doesn't really make that much of a difference considering how big the damage they deal is, right? I don't think it will matter that much. So at least it seems that the last section doesn't, or maybe it is hard. I have no clue. I really don't know how to do that part. Pretty sure they are equivalent here. Well, right now they are definitely equivalent since I'm literally one hit away from dying. And I'm dead. Yep. Also, yeah, no checkpoint. I know, right? Like, now you can understand why I'm so salty, right? Like, now you understand. That's pretty much my problem right here. Like, it's so stupid. No checkpoint for a section like that. And it's just not the section afterwards. It's also the section before it, which is this one. Like, how there's no checkpoint. The worst part is that, as you can see, that yellow checkpoint right there is basically a checkpoint from Mortal Mode, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, you already have a checkpoint before that. So what I don't get is how you have two mortal checkpoints in between the demon checkpoints. Look at the second section closely before trying it. Alright. Also, speaking of looking, how is the stream looking? Cause I'm streaming at 2000 bitrate, and 2000 bitrate is pretty low. Like, I hope that you can at least, you know, hope that your eyes don't bleed for this. I also hope that this problem is gone by tomorrow. Because, you know, the thing, it's okay. Alright. Good to know. Oh, that was a bad idea. That was a pretty bad idea. But yeah, what I was about to say is that I feel like today my internet is not stable enough for two factors. First of all, today it rained pretty hard, and basically when it rains in this city, like this city is garbage, right? So basically raining equals swarms and, you know, things in the streets being destroyed and all of that, right? So yeah, that might be one of the reasons. But there's also another reason, as if that wasn't enough. Apparently right now there is a pretty important football match going on, right? So that means that a lot of people could probably be consuming internet when they usually don't. So not only you have a pretty heavy rain that happened, but also larger consumption than usual, right? So yeah, basically we have every condition to have a pretty shitty connection. You're not seeing it? Why are you not seeing it? Oh, you mean the match? I mean, you're doing pretty good in not seeing the match because football is trash, but that's fine. I'm really glad that you opted to watch my stream instead of the match. I'm pretty glad for that. Wait, I got an achievement? Oh, I did not get an achievement. Apparently someone left a message in one of my videos. Alright. Sure, why not? Yeah, I know, right? Football. You know, when I say football is trash, I don't mean it's trash in the sense that I don't like it, so it's trash, right? It's not that case. The thing about football is that it de-evolved into a sport where basically the biggest bitch wins, right? Like that player that can act the best as if they have gotten completely destroyed by someone else, that's when you win. You win by being a bitch. That's what I don't like about football. It's kind of like boxing, except that boxing actually requires, you know, what you might call being a bitch in boxing actually requires a skill, right? Like ducking and trying not to get hit. That actually is hard to do. So regardless of people calling you a bitch, you're doing something that is really hard to do, right? In football, basically acting like you are hurt and lying on the ground rolling, trying to, you know, act as if you had one of your bones broken, that doesn't take skill. That just takes you being a complete bitch. And that's pretty much the reason, or at least one of the reasons why I feel like football is trash. In any case, that's fine. You know, I really don't like shitting in other people's tastes, so if you like football, that's fine. I personally think it's trash. But you know what they say, one's man trash is another man's treasure, right? So I think that applies pretty well right here. This is gonna be an interesting part to do on the next stream, I gotta say. At least interesting in the sense that, you know, it's gonna take some time, so I really wonder if I can get it. I don't even know if I should say that if I don't get it on the next stream, I'm just gonna take a break, because if I say that, this is probably gonna take long enough for it to not be done on the next stream. So I don't think I should say that, because if I say that, I'm guaranteed to take a break. Although I really gotta say that this section is pretty annoying. But yeah. Yeah, exactly. It will be a tactical retreat if I say that, because I feel like no matter what I do, even on the next stream, I'm gonna take a really long time in beating this, if I even beat it on the next stream. I mean, you're just seeing how hard this is being for me. I mean, after all, I'm not even being able to reach the section that I'm stuck in, right? Which is the one with the floating dudes. So yeah. What I'm trying to say is, I guess I should try a little bit harder. So it's not retreat time yet. But you know, it might be soon enough. I don't know. I can't really know for sure. And this is another instance where I have to kill this asshole. So you say that I should look at the last section, which is, I'm assuming, this one. So yeah, you're probably saying that because of that enemy right there. Because this enemy right here, yeah, you have to kill this dude before it becomes a problem. Probably I should save a couple of shams for that. Because yeah, I mean, once you get to that feather, that second feather, right? You need to start shooting and then use the dash, but it's gonna be hard. Are they aggressive? No, but if you touch them, they pretty much kill you. So yeah, regardless of them being aggressive or not, wasn't enough. That's the problem, right? In that section you have to kill one of them, and once you kill one of them, you have to keep jumping to get to the other feather and then to the other platform. There is a slightly easier way. You mean on that second section, or you mean on the first section? Because if you mean the second section... Oh, the second one, okay. Yeah, I guess I should worry about that later. Well, I mean, no, I probably should worry about that now, but... I first need to even get there, that's the problem. Oh, I hit my head with the platform. Though I gotta say that even if this section might be harder than the one with the flies and the rock throwers, I feel like it's not as annoying. Or at least I don't know what's after that thing with the floating dudes, right? But so far I'm not seeing this as annoying as the flies. Maybe it's because of the flies being complete RNG that I got pissed so much about it. Or maybe it's just the fact that I already got used to get destroyed like this. I don't know. Whatever it is, I definitely do not feel like this section is more annoying than the one with the flies. Damn, I can't do a diagonal. Why can I do a diagonal? This is one of the reasons why I don't like this mechanic. Feels like getting some specific inputs, it's pretty hard. Like, especially diagonal inputs, right? Wow. Nice combination right there. Wait. I think a piece of trash got in my eye. That's not good. Especially not when you're trying to focus in a game like this. Mistake, yeah, big mistake. Dang it. Yeah, big mistake. Nice. No, not nice. Dang it. Damn, these platforms are pretty annoying. Yeah, and it reaches all the way. As if it wasn't enough. That's a problem. That pattern right there seems to be a problem. Because I really don't know how to bait those fireballs in an effective way, that is. Right? I really don't know how to bait it in an effective way. Wouldn't you love this? Look at this. Look at this. right? Do you see this tree right here? Perfectly blocking the platform that I'm supposed to jump in. This is pretty much the reason why I died here. Because I thought I was to the right enough to get into the platform. Turns out I wasn't. Nice idea. On top of all the bullshit that I already complain about, you put this garbage here. Wow. Impressive, I gotta say. I will slide horizontal movement boost, more time to land. Wait, you have an horizontal movement boost? I did not remember that. Are you sure about that? Do you? Tomorrow I must have a glory day. I think you mean a glorious day. Because having a glory day can mean something else that you probably don't want to mean. Hey Balabis, how is it going? I guess that sadly today I'm as salty as yesterday. Which is a problem, but makes many sections in the game easier, something that took me a while to realize. Yeah, but the problem with sliding is that it requires you to move a lot more than I probably would like to. That's my biggest problem. You say that I should use it here. I don't really think it makes it easier at all. Unless you mean other section. If you mean that section, I don't feel like it's easier at all. Unless I'm blind, I really don't feel like it makes it easier. Son of a bitch. To go under the shot? Yeah, I guess my problem there is that I should also time... Oh, a way to dodge the shot. The problem is that in order to do that, I basically have to time the fire pillar. Like, the fire pillar is not free. And it seems... I'm not sure, but it feels like the timing of the pillar is RNG. Like, sometimes it rises faster, sometimes it takes longer. Okay, right now it's taking the same amount of time. Okay, never mind. See? I look at that bullshit. Whatever. Yesterday I saw from my window 7 people beating some guy to death. Poor guy died. Damn. Yeah, that's also something that usually happens here. Like, you know, a lot of people here are so high and so drunk out of their mind that they should start fisting, like I didn't mean fisting. Let's forget that I say that word. They start like going into fist fights, right? And like for no reason, right? Like they just meet each other in the middle of the street and they should start going at it. And some of them go pretty hard, right? Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much how shitty my neighborhood is. But then again, that's probably how a lot of neighborhoods are in shitty parts of the world like this one. But yeah. Although it kinda makes sense, right? Hate unfairness? I mean... I think hating unfairness is pretty much hating life itself. Yes. Obviously life is not fair, right? So, yeah. That's gonna be something that's always gonna be here. Life is RNG bullshit, yeah. Kinda like this game. Except that at least in this game, you can resurrect as many times as you want. And also you're a cute angel. Yeah, that's not quite the same case in life though. But yeah, basically when you ask from his window, yes, that's usually how it goes. Like, remember when I say that people are drunk and high and they should beat each other at the street? I see them from like my window right here. Like, you don't even need to look that hard, you see it right there. I mean, sadly those kind of things are common on shitty places like this. He didn't know what he was doing and then brutally punched him. Yeah, although here the case, I guess you could say it's a little bit more fair, right? Because here people, like both of them are drunk and high, right? It's not like one of them is drunk and the other one is, you know, actually sober. No, both of them are high out of their minds. So it's kind of like seeing a dog fight, right? Like they are both just as smart and they don't really know what they're doing that well, but they do it anyways because their brain doesn't let them think of anything else. The problem is that these are not dogs, these are real persons, like real people, I mean. So yeah, it's pretty fucked up. But yeah, it's kind of like seeing a dog fight, it really is. Because they don't know what they're doing, they just, you know, act out of instinct because their brain has stopped working long ago. And, you know, they only stop when, you know, when for some reason their brain forgets that they are fighting, so they do something else, or when one of them lays on the ground. So yeah, or until the police comes, right? That also happens usually. But yeah, that's basically what happens in neighborhoods like this. It's sadly common, and it's also something you can do shit about. So yeah. Although I really don't feel bad for them, because I mean, those are the same people that, you know, they steal stuff while being high, and sometimes they kill the victim even when the victim willingly gives them the stuff that they are asking for, right? So honestly, fuck them. I mean, sorry if you were in a bad situation and the only thing to get out of that bad situation is getting high. But you know, you're just a shithead, so I don't feel bad for you. Yeah, pretty much. Don't go out after 11 PM is pretty much... Well, I mean, the only way for you to go out after 11 PM is being like with a group of six people, right? If you do that, you are mostly fine. Normally, this high, you know, these thieves or murderers or whatever you want to call them, basically they usually don't go in groups of more than 2 or 3 people. So if there are 6 or 5 of you, you should be fine. Although they might have a weapon, so I don't know if that's exactly good, regardless of the amount of people that are right there with you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty dangerous place. But again, you kinda get used to it, right? Which is also the sad part. You kinda get used to that kind of bullshit. I don't know why that didn't work though. Why did that sham don't work? I don't know. I don't think I care. Yeah, pretty much danger everywhere. It's pretty funny because I think lately, even if you are in a pretty, you know, in a pretty rich place, right? Like, let's say that you're in a place where the rich people live in. Even then, you are probably gonna be in danger if you go by yourself and late at night. And not so late at night as well. But yeah. Ah, nice fire. Nice fire pillar. Nice projectile. Nice section. Pretty nice. See, it's kind of like this section right here. Danger everywhere. Except you don't really have fire pillars usually. Normally. I mean, sometimes you do have fire pillars, but you know, it's usually not the case. It's not the norm for the most part. Really? Okay. At least I'm getting used to this first jump a lot more, which is always nice. Uh, okay, let's do this. I'm gonna try this section 3 more times for today. Actually, no. Instead of trying 3 more times, let's just try to get to 3 hours. Let's try to get to 3 hours. And then I'm gonna stop for today and then continue tomorrow. And I probably shouldn't say tomorrow though, because as you can see, my internet is not working really well, so I don't know if tomorrow my internet will be in decent condition for me to stream, but if it is, then yeah, I'm gonna continue this right there. Alright, well that worked somehow. Are you close to that situation once? Yeah, basically when I was born. Funnily enough, I was close to that situation. But you know, everything went right in the end. Basically, I couldn't get out, so I almost, you know, ran out of oxygen. And somehow I actually was able to go out, and you know, the doctor reanimated me, right? Like, it made my heart beat again, because it was pretty much not beating. Or at least not in the way it should, so yeah. But you know, having a bad birth is not as uncommon as you might think, right? Like, it's not really uncommon. I mean, basically for a birth to go right, there has to be a lot of things that also go right. So it's a lot more common for things to go wrong. Usually, you know, even if most people have a hard birth, they usually, you know, I mean, if you are here, it means that you survived, so. Like, usually, I'm pretty sure the medics that are there for the birth, they are more prepared for things going wrong than prepared for things going right. Which is, you know, pretty much the reason why, regardless of how many difficult births there are, they usually, you know, end up being successful because the professionals that work there are really trained for that. But yeah, as you can see right now, we are 3. We are 3 on a sample of like 7 people, right? Or maybe 6. Like 6 people out of... Sorry, 3 people out of 6 had a hard birth. And they all came out on top. So the chances are high. The chances of having a hard birth are high. But it seems like the chances of not, you know, making it out of it are a lot lower. Again, thanks to all the professionals that are prepared for those situations, right? Reanimation at least 2 times and survive all of the times. Yeah, pretty much I also needed to be reanimated. But you know, it worked out. Well, that's something that really is pretty curious, right? Why is human birth so hard? And I mean, the reason why I ask that is, I mean, humans are pretty much the ruling species in the world, right? So why pretty much the ruling species in the world have such hard births? Because there is a lot of other species that don't even need assist for that, right? There are a lot of species that, you know, the newborns just, like, they even born by themselves, right? Especially those that that came out of eggs, like for example turtles or birds. Usually some of them don't even need assist, they do it by themselves. So how is the ruling species having such a hard time at doing that? Yeah, it's great that we all survived. That's pretty neat. Okay, doctor, don't trust them. Had 2 unsuccessful surgery. Well, I also don't trust doctors, but I feel like it really depends. Because, well, I mean, it obviously depends, right? That's the thing. I mean, doctors, just as anyone else, they are people, right? So they can get wrong in the same way that we can get wrong. Problem is that they getting something wrong means that you can probably die. So yeah, that's pretty much the problem. So, but you know, a lot of times you really can't do much about it. 3 successful surgery. They go wrong too much. Yeah, but I guess it's not that they go wrong too much. It's just that since when they go wrong, it's really important for them not to go wrong, because pretty much there is a life at risk if they go wrong. Just because of that, it feels like they go wrong more than other, you know, professions, when in reality they probably go wrong in the same amount of times, right? It's just that, again, the times that they go wrong, it's way more impactful than, let's say, if a car mechanic goes wrong. Two of them on the same spot. Damn. Yeah, there is also, you know, when they actually screw up and that causes a life to be lost. I mean, I understand that, but it's kind of a shitty situation, because yeah, I mean, we obviously have no choice, right? A lot of times. I mean, they should do their best. Well, I mean, some of them might not do their best. I gotta give you that. But the ones that do their best, it's not like they are gods, right? So sometimes they screw up, or they have something really hard, so they screw up because, you know, because they are obviously not perfect, but yeah. But it is true that I don't trust doctors for small things, right? Like, for example, if I have a back pain that is not that big of a deal, right? If it's not a big deal, then I just probably won't go to the doctor, right? I will just deal with it, because I fear that they might give me a treatment that is gonna be worse, right? So when life is not at risk, I'm like, whatever, I can deal with it. But yeah, if life is at risk, you have no choice. And not a hard one. I mean, having a heart surgery twice, that's pretty tough, if that was the case. That's really tough. on the school? Damn, that's even more tough. Or tougher, I think that verb, that adjective exists. Is that even an adjective? I don't know. Damn, on the school? That's pretty tough. I don't even know how that works. But yeah, basically it's pretty much, or at least, I mean, I'm not a doctor, right? But I will assume that it's just as risky as a heart operation, right? Considering that both of them are in the two most important parts of the body. Had one in back, one in nose. I see. I had one, but I don't know how you say it in English, so yeah. Yeah, I also had one, but it was when I was little, right? So it really, you know, don't remember much of it. Or I should say, don't remember any of it. Okay, so how the fuck do I do this? Maybe... wait a second. I can do that. Can I actually hit them though? Seems like my hits... Oh, damn it. Why did you go right? Oh, you went right because I was shooting right. It makes sense. That's a good idea. I mean, as long as it works, right? Okay, I feel like with that, that's the perfect way to end the stream. Cause yeah, the 3 hours already happened. And all of that, you know? So yeah. Quite unlucky to break Sam's boot on school twice. Yeah, I will call that to be pretty unlucky indeed. Okay, so let's see. Who can we raid is my question. It's a pretty nice question, but I wonder what the answer is gonna be. Maybe I should check the Touhou section. Let's see. Who is in the Touhou section? Someone trying Touhou 14 1 coin clear on normal. Yeah, I guess that's good enough. Why not? Yeah, let's raid this guy. So, I wanna thank everyone a lot for watching. Let me quit the game before I do anything though. Just in case, you know, I know that the game saved and everything, but you know, just I don't wanna take any risk, right? So, there we go. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next stream with more of this pretty fucked up section. So yeah, good night and take care. Hope you enjoyed this Touhou 14 normal 1 coin clear. So, see ya.